go. Here we go. Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the TED Show. Super excited to bring you some new information here at Citrus Club. We have a new club called the Bourbon Club, and our queen bourbon right here, that's Dorothy Benson. And we also have our king of all things, wine and spirits and everything here at Citrus Club, Robear Marcinhes. Is that right?
Yep.
And so we're going to talk about Bourbon Club, which is launching on August 23rd. And this month, this launch is Bob Dylan's Heaven's Door. This is an event for Citrus Club members. They get super great discounts, and Dorothy's going to talk all about that. But before we tell you more about the event, I want you to meet both of them and get to know them. So Dorothy, we're going to start with the queen. Tell us a little bit about you.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Benson. I've been a long time Citrus Club member, on and off. I'm back now. We've been back about 2 years, I guess. And there's a lot of exciting things happening at the club. And I'm very excited to work with Robear and the new general manager and the chef, and, you know, really promoting the Bourbon Club, because we know that people from 20 to 200 are going to love it. Mm-hmm. It's going to be for men and women. And we've got all kinds of selections out there. And bourbon is so popular. And that's why we thought it would be a very good idea to launch this. And starting it this month is even better. And like you said, we're doing Heaven's Door. The bottles are so beautiful.
Oh, Vanna White, here she comes.
Here it is. Here's one bottle here. The
bottles are beautiful.
The bottles are absolutely beautiful.
It's really nice.
It's his artwork, isn't it?
So it's his artwork, yes. It's his welded iron gates that he created, and each one of the bottles has a different piece of artwork on that represents his style and what he wants to showcase. He's an artist, so each one of them, he really wants to kind of have a different flair to it. And then each bottle as well has a completely different taste, and it's a really good product. So we're excited about it.
You know, anytime Citrus Club puts on anything like this, you know it's going to be top notch. So tell us a little bit about the event. What's going to happen? Are we all going to come in and everybody's going to have 7 bottles sitting at their table? I'm sure that's what you all think, but give them a little lowdown on what's happening.
Yeah, so it's going to be an event where you come in. We have this one. We're going to have 4 selections of the bourbon. It's going to be there. So we have our straight bourbon whiskey. We have our double barrel whiskey. We have our straight rye whiskey. And then we have our 10-year decade series as well that he'll be bringing in. So you'll have a mat with all 4 of them already pre-poured, ready to go. So we'll sit down. Phil King is joining us. He is the state's kind of brand ambassador for Heaven's Door. Super exciting, super outgoing guy. Literally stories for days. So we are excited to hear all about him. He is a really cool guy to listen to. So whenever, we come in, we're going to taste the first one. It's going to be paired with some sort of chef's creations. It's a small bites that he wants to pair with it. Kind of like our vintners that we do have here as well, kind of the same style. So then you'll taste the food, talk about the bourbon, and then we move on to the next one, try the next bourbon, plenty of questions, plenty of stories, definitely, and then move on through the line of Heaven's Door as well. Afterwards, the coolest part about this is that you'll be able to purchase the bottles through our club as well.
Yes. So
for someone, that wants to come in and get a great deal on the bottles, but also maybe, your ABCs, your Total Wines might not carry the full line, and then you'll be able to purchase it through the club as well. So super exciting, and just getting everyone kind of into bourbon, or just, keep on the adventure of the bourbon, because there's so many bottles out there. So each one has its own flavor, story, and it's kind of cool to, check those boxes off and say, hey, I've tasted that one. I've tried this one. It's just exciting. It's a lot of fun. And I know Dorothy and I talked a lot about it. Right. And she actually came to me and said, this would be great for our members. And then from there kind of, blossomed. And now I have both of you in front of me, and we're here.
So
here we are.
I mean, we've all been to wine tastings before. It's a similar thought process, because each one is different. Each one has different notes, and you'll get different flavors. And the way that it presents and the way that you taste it and what it's paired with makes it for an evening of fun and excitement and learning, right? Because the Bourbon Club's about learning. And I think there's a lot of really crazy places out there that are putting out bourbon and whiskey products, but they're really not educating. And so it's really cool for the club to come up with this, for you all to come up with this and create what I think is a great event. Is it going to be monthly?
It will be monthly. We'll have it It will probably be around the third Wednesday of every month. It will fall on a Wednesday. We just see, that's kind of a day for the club here that we have a lot of events here. So we don't want to jam pack every single day. So Wednesday was a great day for us to come on out and, like I said, enjoy different brands of bourbon each month and then kind of learn the story behind it and just keep growing the palette of these awesome spirits that we'll bring to the table here.
Exactly. And it's a great time to bring friends and family and show them the club as well.
Right.
Because this is a special member event, but you can bring a guest. Now, we're not going to be selling the bottles to non-members. We won't be doing that. But again, it's another time for someone to become a member and be part of all the fun things that we're going to be doing at the club. And we're just kind of starting this out. I mean, the Vineyards Club's been with us for a long time, and that's a great event as well.
True.
But just building on that and really building our audience and building all the different fun things that we can do here at the club.
Yeah.
So tell us, we obviously we would be remiss if we didn't have something in front of us. So Dorothy has an interesting way that she drinks hers, and I just want you have some kind of Diet Coke in the back or Diet Pepsi.
I do.
Explain why. What is it? Because everybody drinks it differently. Like I like it just as it comes, like this.
Yeah, and my husband Dave, he likes it with a Big Rock.
Big Rock's good. I'll go with that.
Big Rock is good. I like it on ice, and then I just do a splash of Diet Coke. I don't drink a lot of it. It's just a splash, and it's a taste thing for me. Especially if it's a really high proof, it kind of tones it down a little bit.
Cut it a little bit. Yep.
It cuts it just a little bit. But that's the way I like to drink it. I have a lot of my friends drink it straight up, and that's fine too.
I like it with just a little bit of water to kind of open up the bourbon and get all those notes out of there. Kind of gets those hidden flavors that you didn't know that were in there that are kind of lingering at the end of it. But to your point, when you have a higher proof, it is nice to have a little cube in there, a little thing to cut it, because some of these, it does have a little heat behind it for sure.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, if we had smell-o-vision, you could smell this but it smells delicious. And so that's the thing about bourbon whiskey. I mean, I think everybody is trying to get into it or at least learn more about it. I mean, I'm definitely taking a sip. Cheers to you all.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Yes.
To Bourbon Club.
To Bourbon Club. But I think it's a great way for you to educate yourself. The main point here for the club is to provide added value for your membership, to attract new members. We want to show you that we do have a great time here on the 18th floor. And I know Dorothy said from kids from 21 to 200, there aren't any 200-year-olds left anymore. But we do have a good time up here. And these are the kinds of events that we love to give and be able to give back to the members. So tell them a little bit. I've got this phone number scrolling. What's the best way for people to reserve their seat?
So to call us at the front desk, make a reservation through us here and just say how many people you would like to bring. Again, the more the merrier, especially for these first couple ones. The more we do, the more we'll be able to unlock some very cool allocations and some even better bourbons that not many people can get their hands on or even taste. So that's our goal, is just to keep just getting some really cool spirits in, and then all these spirits, working with these companies, then we'll open up some, maybe we'll do a Pappy line down the road or something that, that a lot of people can't get their hands on. So we're really excited to be partnering with, our distributors and just to get these kind of brand ambassadors, the distillers, all these people that work with the company on an everyday basis to come out here and kind of just tell their story.
It also builds our bar.
Oh, 100%.
Here at the club. So that's another fun thing.
Speak of my language.
Really. So we're going to have to expand that bar, pretty soon here. So that will be fun. And I think it's just going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, doing it. And they're going to bring swag to give us.
They will.
They'll bring us swag.
Yes.
Yeah, we love swag. And I think we're going to maybe do, we're still in the working phases. So probably a raffle, something like that. Nice. And of course, being able to buy the bottles, that's special. Like you said, you can collect the whole series, which, a lot of people like to do that. So
and then they have other ones as well,
right.
some ones that are a little bit more aged that we won't be tasting, but I'm sure that Phil will be able to fill us in on all the the good spirits that he has for Heaven's Door as well. But to your point, yeah, raffles we're going to give away, bottle picks. We're going to do some things to where you purchase a ticket, right? If it gets called, you get to pick kind of a mystery bag, and it's going to be some really cool bourbon. So there'll be maybe something that we're having that month, maybe from prior months, and then I would like to kind of put in there one bottle that everyone's like, wow, I can't believe you got that bottle, to make it exciting, to make people want to come back and to keep participating, because once you get that kind of mystery bottle that everybody wants, it feels special.
That's right.
So that's what we want people to come to the Citrus Club, feel special, and leave with something cool, if not just a good story.
Right. And talking with the chef too, I mean, he's very excited about this, and he's very excited. I mean, you can cook with the bourbon. So some of the recipes will have the bourbon in it.
Yep.
He's going to explain what he's made.
Love that.
And he's going to explain, what bourbon he put in there. So that's even fun. And the small plates, when I've done this, before, you really get full. You don't get drunk, you get full, but you're happy.
All of the above. I like it all.
You couldn't wish for anything better. You're having fun, you're full, and you've had some booze. So
I think all you dudes out there that have been giving me a hard time about, well, I don't want to go to a wine tasting, because there's a lot of members that come up. How about a bourbon? How about something else? Now we got you. This is it. And this is the popular, it's really on everybody's mind and taste buds. And a lot of places are offering more bourbon and whiskey drinks. And so if we can have the Bourbon Club educate you and get you, plus you're going to get, as a club member, you're going to get to be able to purchase this, which is really a cool thing. And I just think it's a great idea. And now all you people that don't want to come to the vintners, now you're going to have a Bourbon Club once a month. And I really encourage you to join us.
You can come join us.
You can call the club. It's scrolling across there, 407-843-1080. Sometimes I call that instead of my house, because that's how the number is on my phone. It's really scary. Or you can go to citrus-club.com, or you can use the Club Life app to reserve your seat. But this is next Wednesday
the
August
23rd.
23rd, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So get your seat. We're going to have a blast.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Look forward to seeing you.
We'll see you
Cheers
Wednesday.
to everybody.
Cheers.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
See you.
Cheers. All right. Bye, guys.